Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. The greatest battles we face are not out there, they're within us. The battles with our own mind, our own decisions, and our own words. Today, we're going to talk about the 3 pillars that will shape your life: your mind, your money, and your mouth. You master these, and you'll master your destiny. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, but it can also be your greatest obstacle. Every action you take, every word you speak, and every decision you make originates from the thoughts in your mind. The question is, are you controlling those thoughts, or are they controlling you? The battle begins here, and winning it requires discipline, focus, and intention. First, let's address the power of focus. Your focus determines your reality. If you focus on negativity, doubts, and fear, those elements will dominate your life. If you focus on growth, solutions, and opportunities, you will see them multiply. Your mind amplifies what you feed it. That's why you must guard your mental space like a fortress. Think of your mind as a garden. If you don't actively pull out the weeds of doubt and negativity, they will overrun the entire landscape. You must plant seeds of positivity, optimism, and determination. Water those seeds every single day with consistent effort, affirmations, and reflection. And this is very difficult because you want to throw in the towel, but success happens when you return to the practice every day. Distractions are your enemy. In today's world, we are bombarded with distractions, from social media to endless notifications to negative news cycles. If you're not careful, your attention will be scattered, and a scattered mind cannot build anything worthwhile. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Protect your focus as if your life depends on it, because it does. Start by setting boundaries. Dedicate specific times to work, rest, and reflection, and stick to them. When you control where your attention goes, you control your energy. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear is the silent saboteur of the mind. It whispers, you can't, you'll fail, or what will people think? But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. It thrives on uncertainty and magnifies the worst-case scenario. The key to overcoming fear is not to ignore it, but to face it head-on. Fear is often a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. This is what, instead of letting fear paralyze you, let it motivate you. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? More often than not, you'll realize that the fear is an illusion, a shadow with no substance. Another critical aspect of controlling your mind is the narrative you tell yourself. What is the story playing on repeat in your head? Is it a story of limitations, failures, and shortcomings? Or is it a story of resilience, strength, and potential? You have the power to rewrite your narrative. If you've been telling yourself, I'm not good enough, stop. Replace it with, I am capable, and I am growing every day. Words matter, especially the ones you say to yourself. Positive self-talk isn't just a feel-good exercise. It rewires your brain for success. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful tools to regain control over your thoughts. Meditation isn't about emptying your mind. It's about becoming aware of your thoughts and choosing which ones deserve your attention. When you meditate, you create space between your thoughts and your reactions. This space is where your power lies. Spend even 5 minutes a day sitting in stillness, focusing on your breath, and observing your thoughts without judgment. Over time, you'll find that you're no longer a slave to the chaos in your mind. You're the master of it. Another essential element is visualization. Your brain cannot distinguish between vividly imagined scenarios and real-life experiences. That's why athletes, performers, and successful entrepreneurs use visualization to prime their minds for success. Picture yourself achieving your goals. See it, feel it, believe it. This isn't just daydreaming, it's programming your subconscious mind to align with your desired reality. When your mind believes it, your actions will follow. Let's also talk about the importance of gratitude. Gratitude is the antidote to a scarcity mindset. When you focus on what you're thankful for, your brain shifts from what's lacking to what's abundant. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. A kind word, a sunny day, or even the breath in your lungs. Gratitude rewires your brain to see the positive, even in challenging circumstances. And this positivity fuels resilience and creativity. Lastly, your environment plays a significant role in the state of your mind. Surround yourself with people who uplift and challenge you, not those who drain and discourage you. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Choose wisely. If you're surrounded by negativity, it will seep into your mind no matter how strong you are. Create an environment that supports your growth, whether it's through relationships, books, or the content you consume. Controlling your mind isn't a one-time event, it's a daily practice. You'll face setbacks, distractions, and doubts, but every time you choose to focus, to silence the noise, and to rewrite your narrative, you're reclaiming your power. Remember, your mind can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Choose to be its master, not its servant. The life you want begins with the thoughts you choose to nurture. Controlling your money starts with understanding the concept of financial awareness. If you don't know where your money is coming from or where it's going, you cannot effectively manage it. Start by tracking every penny you earn and spend. Create a detailed budget that includes all your expenses, fixed costs like rent and utilities, variable costs like groceries and entertainment, and savings goals. This practice not only gives you a clear picture of your financial health, but also helps you identify areas where you might be overspending. Awareness is the first step toward control. Debt management is a critical component of financial control. Debt, when unchecked, can snowball into an overwhelming burden. If you have debt, prioritize paying it off systematically. Use strategies like the snowball method, where you focus on paying off smaller debts first to gain momentum, or the avalanche method, where you tackle high-interest debts to minimize long-term costs. Avoid taking on unnecessary debt, especially for depreciating assets like cars or luxury items. Live within your means and ensure that your debt-to-income ratio is manageable. Saving should be non-negotiable. Make saving a habit by treating it as a fixed expense in your budget. Start small if necessary, but make it consistent. Automate your savings by setting up a direct transfer from your paycheck to a savings account. Build an emergency fund that covers at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses to protect yourself from unexpected financial shocks. Beyond the emergency fund, consider saving for long-term goals like buying a house, funding your education, or planning for retirement. Okay, the 3K. Investing is essential for building wealth and securing your financial future. Money that just sits in a savings account loses value over time due to inflation. Learn about different investment options, including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and real estate. Start small, diversify your investments to minimize risks, and think long-term. Compound interest is one of the most powerful forces in finance. The earlier you start investing, the more your money will grow over time. Educate yourself about investment strategies and consult financial advisors if necessary. Understanding your spending habits is crucial. Many people struggle with money because they make emotional or impulsive purchases. Every time you make a purchase, ask yourself, is this a need or a want? Needs are essentials like food, housing, and healthcare, while wants are luxuries or conveniences. Distinguishing between the two helps you make informed financial decisions. Practice delayed gratification by waiting 24 hours before making non-essential purchases. Often you'll find that the desire fades and you save money by not buying unnecessary items. Financial discipline requires setting clear goals. Without goals, your money will slip through your fingers with little to show for it. Set short-term, medium-term, and long-term financial goals. Short-term goals might include paying off a credit card or saving for a vacation. Medium-term goals could involve purchasing a car or funding higher education. Long-term goals often focus on retirement or legacy building. Make your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART. Break them into actionable steps and track your progress regularly. Your mindset around money plays a significant role in how you manage it. Many people grow up with limiting beliefs like money is the root of all evil or rich people are greedy. These beliefs can sabotage your financial success. Reframe your mindset by understanding that money is a tool, a resource that enables you to achieve your goals, provide for your loved ones, and make a positive impact. Cultivate an abundance mindset by focusing on opportunities to earn, save, and grow your wealth rather than fixating on scarcity or lack. Earning more is an often overlooked aspect of financial control. While budgeting and saving are important, increasing your income can significantly accelerate your financial progress. Identify ways to boost your earning potential, whether it's asking for a raise, taking on a side hustle, or starting your own business. Invest in yourself by acquiring new skills, certifications, or knowledge that make you more valuable in the job market. Remember, the more you earn, the more you can save, invest, and achieve your financial goals. Avoid comparing your financial situation to others. Social media and societal pressures often push people into a cycle of comparison and overspending. Just because someone else has a bigger house or a fancier car doesn't mean you need to follow suit. Focus on your own financial journey and make decisions that align with your values and goals. Remember, true wealth isn't about how much you spend, it's about how much you save, invest, and use wisely. Finally, educate yourself continuously about money management. Financial literacy is not something most people are taught in school, but it's one of the most critical life skills. Read books, attend workshops, listen to podcasts, or take courses on personal finance. Stay informed about changes in tax laws, investment opportunities, and economic trends. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make sound financial decisions. Empower yourself with knowledge and use it to build a secure and prosperous future. By controlling your money, you not only gain financial security, but also the freedom to live life on your terms. Financial control allows you to make choices based on your values and priorities rather than being dictated by financial constraints. It's not just about accumulating wealth, it's about using your resources effectively to create a fulfilling and impactful life. Controlling your mouth starts with mastering the art of thinking before you speak. Words hold incredible power. They can build relationships, inspire change, or tear someone down. Before you say something, pause and ask yourself, is this true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? This self-check helps to filter impulsive comments or hurtful remarks that could lead to regret. By practicing mindfulness in speech, you ensure that your words contribute positively to conversations and relationships. One of the most critical aspects of controlling your mouth is developing emotional regulation. Often, people say things in the heat of the moment that they don't truly mean. Learn to manage your emotions by recognizing triggers that make you angry, frustrated, or upset. Take deep breaths or walk away from heated situations to give yourself time to calm down. Once you have a clearer head, you'll find it easier to express yourself in a constructive and respectful manner. Listening more and speaking less is a fundamental principle of controlling your mouth. Many people focus so much on what they want to say that they fail to truly hear others. Active listening involves giving your full attention to the person speaking, asking clarifying questions, and reflecting on their words before responding. This practice not only improves communication, but also strengthens relationships. By listening more, you'll also learn to tailor your words to the needs and perspectives of others, making your speech more impactful. Avoid gossip and negative talk as they can harm your reputation and relationships. Gossip might feel satisfying in the moment, but it erodes trust and respect. If someone tries to involve you in gossip, redirect the conversation to a more positive or neutral topic. Similarly, refrain from complaining excessively or speaking negatively about others, even when they're not present. Your words should reflect integrity and kindness, building bridges instead of walls. Setting boundaries with your words is essential for self-respect and healthy relationships. Learn to say no when necessary and don't feel obligated to explain yourself excessively. At the same time, avoid overpromising or making commitments you cannot keep. Boundaries also mean being clear and assertive in expressing your needs, wants, and concerns. When you communicate your limits effectively, you reduce misunderstandings and prevent resentment. Your choice of tone and delivery matters as much as the words you use. Even the right words can be misinterpreted if spoken with sarcasm, impatience, or aggression. Practice speaking with a tone that conveys empathy, confidence, and understanding. Pay attention to nonverbal cues, such as facial expressions and body language, to ensure that your message is received as intended. Remember, how you say something often leaves a more lasting impression than what you say. Be mindful of how much you speak. Overtalking can make others feel unheard or overwhelmed. Whether in a personal conversation or a professional meeting, aim for balance. Share your thoughts succinctly and give others the opportunity to contribute. This creates a collaborative atmosphere where everyone feels valued. Avoid dominating conversations and instead focus on fostering meaningful dialogue. Education. Words can shape your mindset and self-belief, so it's crucial to monitor your self-talk. The way you speak to yourself internally impacts your confidence, resilience, and emotional well-being. Replace negative self-talk, such as, "I can't do this," with empowering affirmations like, "I am capable of overcoming challenges." Speak to yourself as you would to a close friend, encouraging, compassionate, and motivating. Adapting your communication style to different situations is another key element of controlling your mouth. The way you speak to a close friend might not be appropriate in a professional setting. Similarly, communicating with a child requires a different approach than addressing a colleague. Tailor your language, tone, and content to suit the audience and context, ensuring that your words are both relevant and respectful. Feedback and constructive criticism are important parts of communication, but they should be delivered thoughtfully. When providing feedback, focus on the issue rather than the person. Use I statements such as "I feel" or "I notice" to avoid sounding accusatory. Offer solutions or suggestions instead of merely pointing out flaws. Constructive criticism, when delivered kindly, can inspire growth and improvement without damaging relationships. Learning to apologize and admit mistakes is a sign of strength, not weakness. Everyone slips up from time to time, saying things they later regret. When this happens, take responsibility for your words. A sincere apology can mend relationships and rebuild trust. Avoid defensive behavior or justifications. Instead, focus on acknowledging the impact of your words and committing to do better in the future. Finally, commit to continuous improvement in your communication skills. Read books on effective communication, attend workshops, or watch videos from skilled speakers. Practice speaking clearly and confidently, whether in casual conversations or formal presentations. The more effort you put into refining your ability to express yourself, the more control you'll have over your mouth and the impact of your words. By mastering control over your mouth, you not only improve your relationships with others, but also enhance your personal and professional reputation. Controlled, thoughtful communication builds trust, respect, and influence, enabling you to navigate life with confidence and clarity. Controlling your relationships begins with understanding the power of choice in the people you surround yourself with. Relationships can either uplift you or drain you. So it's essential to evaluate the impact others have on your life. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire, support, and challenge you to be your best self. If certain relationships are consistently toxic or unbalanced, it may be time to establish boundaries or distance yourself from them. This doesn't mean cutting people off without reason, but prioritizing connections that contribute positively to your growth and well-being. Healthy relationships require open communication. Learning to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs clearly and honestly is key to avoiding misunderstandings and resolving conflicts. When discussing sensitive topics, use I statements such as I feel or I need to take ownership of your emotions without blaming the other person. This approach fosters mutual respect and creates a safe space for meaningful conversations. Equally important is listening actively to others, seeking to understand their perspectives and showing empathy. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships. They help you protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Clearly define what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior in your relationships, and communicate those boundaries respectfully. For instance, if someone frequently interrupts your personal time, let them know when you're unavailable. Sticking to your boundaries ensures that others respect your limits, which in turn strengthens the foundation of trust in the relationship. Trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful connection. Building trust takes time and consistent effort. It involves being reliable, honest, and keeping your promises. If trust has been broken in a relationship, it's essential to address the issue directly and work toward rebuilding it. This might involve open dialogue, sincere apologies, or taking steps to restore faith. Conversely, if someone consistently betrays your trust, it's crucial to reassess the role they play in your life. Conflict is inevitable in relationships, but how you handle it determines its long-term impact. Rather than avoiding disagreements or letting emotions dictate your reactions, approach conflicts calmly and constructively. Focus on the issue at hand rather than resorting to personal attacks or bringing up past grievances. Aim for resolution rather than winning the argument. Effective conflict resolution strengthens relationships and teaches both parties valuable lessons about communication and compromise. Relationships thrive on mutual respect and reciprocity. It's important to give as much as you receive, whether it's emotional support, time, or effort. One-sided relationships where only one person consistently contributes often lead to resentment or burnout. Practice gratitude and acknowledge the contributions of others, letting them know they are valued. At the same time, evaluate whether you are meeting their needs and expectations in return. Responsibility is about making meaningful connections. Sometimes balance and fairness are key to sustaining strong connections. Empathy is a powerful tool in building deeper relationships. Put yourself in the other person's shoes to understand their feelings and motivations. By showing genuine care and concern, you create a bond of trust and compassion. This doesn't mean agreeing with everything someone says or does, but recognizing and respecting their experiences. Empathy also allows you to respond with kindness even in challenging situations, which helps to de-escalate tensions and build understanding. Not all relationships are meant to last forever, and recognizing when to let go is a critical part of controlling your relationships. If a connection becomes toxic, manipulative, or consistently negative, it may be healthier to walk away. Letting go doesn't necessarily mean harboring resentment or anger. It can be an act of self-care and growth. Ending a relationship with grace and gratitude for the lessons learned can provide closure and pave the way for new, more fulfilling connections. Investing in self-awareness is essential for better relationships. Understanding your triggers, communication style, and emotional needs enables you to approach others with authenticity and clarity. Self-awareness also allows you to recognize patterns in your relationships, such as attracting the same type of person or repeating unhealthy dynamics. By addressing your own behaviors and attitudes, you set the stage for healthier and more harmonious interactions. This is you paying attention to your own behaviors and attitudes. You set the stage for healthier and more harmonious interactions. Healthy relationships require time and effort to nurture. Whether it's a friendship, family bond, or romantic partnership, regular check-ins and quality time are vital. In today's fast-pacing world, it's easy to take relationships for granted or let them slip into autopilot. Make an effort to prioritize the people who matter most to you, even if it's as simple as sending a thoughtful message, planning a get-together, or lending a listening ear. Consistent attention and care reinforce the strength of your connections. Forgiveness is another critical aspect of controlling your relationships. Holding on to grudges or past hurts can weigh heavily on both your emotional well-being and the relationship itself. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather releasing the negative emotions tied to the experience. It's a choice to move forward, either by repairing the relationship or freeing yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. Finally, remember that the most important relationship you'll ever have is with yourself. The way you treat yourself sets the tone for how others treat you. Practice self-love, confidence, and respect so that you can approach all your relationships from a place of strength and positivity. When you value yourself, you naturally attract people who value you as well. By prioritizing personal growth and self-care, you become the kind of person who fosters healthy, meaningful connections with others. Time is the one resource that is both finite and irreplaceable, making it crucial to control how you spend it. The first step in managing your time is understanding where it currently goes. Tracking your daily activities for a week or more helps identify patterns, wasted hours, and opportunities for improvement. With this awareness, you can make deliberate decisions about how to allocate your time toward activities that align with your goals and priorities. Setting clear priorities is essential for effective time control. Not all tasks hold the same weight, and attempting to do everything often leads to overwhelm and burnout. Using tools like the Eisenhower matrix helps categorize tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. By focusing on what is important, whether urgent or not, you ensure that your time is spent on what truly matters, rather than being constantly reactive to external demands. Another powerful time management technique is time blocking. This involves scheduling specific blocks of time for different tasks or activities throughout your day. Rather than relying on an ever-growing to-do list, time blocking creates a structure that helps you stay focused and avoid multitasking. When you dedicate a set period for a specific task, it eliminates the mental load of deciding what to do next and minimizes distractions, allowing for deeper concentration and productivity. So, procrastination is one of the biggest barriers to controlling your time. To combat it, identify the reasons behind your procrastination, whether it's fear of failure, perfectionism, or lack of clarity about the task at hand. Break large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps to make them feel less overwhelming. Employing techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work in focused intervals of 25 minutes followed by a 5-minute break, can also help overcome inertia and build momentum. Learning to say no is a vital skill in time control. Many people overcommit themselves out of a desire to please others or fear of missing opportunities, only to find their schedules packed with tasks that don't align with their priorities. Politely declining requests that don't serve your goals or values frees up time for what matters most. Saying no doesn't mean being unkind. It means setting boundaries and respecting your own time. Delegation is another important strategy for controlling your time. You don't have to do everything yourself, and trying to do so often leads to inefficiency and stress. Delegating tasks to others, whether it's colleagues, team members, or family, frees you to focus on higher priority responsibilities. When delegating, be clear about expectations, provide the necessary resources, and trust others to handle the task effectively. Minimizing distractions is crucial for maintaining control over your time. In today's digital age, distractions come in many forms, from constant notifications to social media and email. Turning off non-essential notifications, setting specific times for checking email, and creating a distraction-free workspace can significantly improve your focus and efficiency. Apps and tools that block access to distracting websites during work hours can also be helpful. Rest and self-care are often overlooked aspects of time control, but are just as important as productivity. Pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion leads to diminishing returns, both in quality of work and overall well-being. Scheduling time for breaks, exercise, and relaxation ensures that you remain energized and focused throughout the day. Proper sleep is especially important as it enhances cognitive function, decision-making, and emotional resilience. Reviewing and reflecting on how you use your time is an ongoing process. At the end of each day or week, evaluate what worked well, what didn't, and where adjustments can be made. Were your goals met? Did unexpected tasks consume more time than anticipated? Regular reflection helps you identify areas for improvement and refine your time management strategies over time. Batching similar tasks together can save significant time and energy. For example, instead of responding to emails sporadically throughout the day, set aside a specific time to handle all your correspondence at once. Similarly, grouping tasks that require similar tools, locations, or mindsets reduces the mental effort of switching between different activities and improves efficiency. One of the most important aspects of time control is aligning your daily activities with your long-term goals. It's easy to get caught up in busy work or tasks that feel urgent but don't contribute to your bigger vision. Regularly revisiting your goals ensures that your time is spent intentionally, moving you closer to what you want to achieve. Whether it's career advancement, personal growth, or building relationships, aligning your time with your purpose creates a sense of fulfillment and direction. Unplugging from technology periodically can help you reclaim your time. Constant connectivity often leads to time wasted on mindless scrolling or unnecessary interactions. Setting boundaries around technology use, such as no screens during meals or turning off devices an hour before bed, allows you to be more present and intentional with your time. These boundaries also create space for deeper connections with yourself and others. Lastly, remember that controlling your time isn't about packing your schedule to the brim, but about creating balance. Leave room for spontaneity, creativity, and unstructured time to explore new ideas or simply relax. Life isn't just about productivity. It's also about enjoying the journey. By consciously managing your time, you gain the freedom to focus on what truly enriches your life. Your emotional state is the foundation of how you experience and navigate the world. It's the lens through which you perceive opportunities, challenges, and relationships. To control your emotional state, you must first understand its origin. Emotions are a product of your thoughts, physical state, and environment. When you feel overwhelmed by negative emotions, it's often because you've allowed external circumstances to dictate your internal state. The key to emotional mastery is learning to take control of the factors that influence your feelings, so you can respond rather than react. One of the most powerful ways to manage your emotional state is through the power of focus. What you focus on grows. If you focus on problems, your mind will amplify them, making them seem insurmountable. Conversely, if you shift your focus to solutions, opportunities, and gratitude, your emotional state transforms. Gratitude, in particular, is a game changer. When you take time each day to focus on what you're grateful for, no matter how small, you shift your mind from a state of lack to a state of abundance. Gratitude creates emotional resilience by reminding you of the good that exists in your life, even in difficult times. Physiology also plays a critical role in controlling your emotions. Your body and mind are deeply connected, and how you move your body influences how you feel. Think about the posture of someone who is stressed or sad: slouched shoulders, shallow breathing, and slow movements. Now imagine the energy of someone who is confident and empowered. They stand tall, breathe deeply, and move with purpose. By changing your physical state, you can instantly change your emotional state. A simple way to start is to engage in activities that elevate your heart rate and release endorphins, like exercise or dancing. Even something as small as standing up straight and taking a few deep breaths can reset your emotions in a moment. Your language also affects your emotional state. The words you use to describe your experiences shape how you feel about them. If you say, "I'm devastated," you'll feel the weight of that emotion. But if you say, "I'm a little disappointed, but I'll move forward," you create space for resilience and hope. Choosing empowering language doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means reframing it in a way that allows you to take control. Your perception of your situation. Practice replacing disempowering words with ones that evoke strength, possibility, and calm. Over time, this shift in language becomes a habit, helping you maintain emotional balance even in challenging situations. Another essential tool for managing your emotional state is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. When you feel overwhelmed by emotions, mindfulness allows you to pause and step back. This pause is powerful because it interrupts the automatic reactions that often lead to regret or conflict. Mindfulness also helps you identify the root cause of your emotions, enabling you to address them more effectively. Even a few minutes of mindfulness practice each day can have a profound impact on your emotional well-being. The people you surround yourself with also influence your emotional state. Emotions are contagious, and spending time with negative or toxic individuals can drain your energy and pull you into a negative state. On the other hand, surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people can uplift and inspire you. Take inventory of the relationships in your life and make intentional choices about who you spend your time with. Protect your energy by setting boundaries with those who bring negativity and investing more time in relationships that nourish your soul. Lastly, controlling your emotional state requires a clear sense of purpose. When you have a compelling vision for your life, it becomes easier to navigate challenges without losing your emotional footing. Purpose provides a sense of direction and meaning, giving you the motivation to keep going, even when times are tough. It anchors you in what truly matters, helping you rise above temporary setbacks and distractions. Reflect on what drives you, what excites you, and what you want to contribute to the world. Let your purpose guide your emotions and actions. Controlling your emotional state is not about suppressing your feelings or pretending everything is perfect. It's about taking ownership of how you respond to the inevitable ups and downs of life. With consistent practice, you can build emotional resilience, allowing you to stay calm, focused, and empowered in any situation. By mastering your emotional state, you create a solid foundation for personal growth, meaningful relationships, and lasting success.